Gibbs here from Nationwide. I'm with Denise Giffroy Hauser.
Giffroy Hauser, almost. Pretty good.
And we're just here talking about the Nationwide values and core values and how that pertains to the customer service center. And Denise, I understand that you've been working there. How long have you been there?
Well, I've been with Harleysville, with the company for 15 years, and I've been in the service center for 8 years, I believe.
Okay. And just a few questions. How do you feel about being the new Nationwide motto, about being one? How does that pertain to the customer service center, and how do you feel as though that pertains to you as well?
Okay, well, I like the motto of being one because I work in a team environment now, and I know how important it is that we function as a team, as we are one as a team. So to have the company thinking the same way, you know, where when we share the workload in our team, we get everything accomplished on time. And so I would imagine the whole organization as a whole being one would only help us achieve the goals of the organization as well. So I think it's a great motto.
That's good. Yeah, I agree with you. And how does what you do impact those around you, whether it be customers or fellow employees?
Well, we are really kind of like the mouthpiece of the organization. We are insurance agents. So I guess what we do, you know, we're kind of like the end user of everything, you know, all of the underwriters and the processing and, well, maybe not exactly the end user, but we're the ones that our face is right with the customer. So we're kind of the face of the organization. So it's important that we communicate well with them to get the right information to the customer.
Okay, I can understand that. And from our processing viewers here looking today, do you have any funny or crazy stories about what you do from day to day, you know, with the customer?
Well, there is a lot of funny, crazy stories, but to say them on film, that's kind of another story. I mean, there are some funny names that we come across when we do our renewal reviews, but I think any of them would be a little bit too, you know, I don't want to get caught on film saying these funny stories. But, you know, there is also some, you know, heartfelt stories and important stories that I can share with you. I mean, one of them was when I was doing a renewal review call to review the insured's policy, I called a 90-year-old woman regarding her homeowner's policy. And during the conversation, we were discussing, and she was explaining how she had just lost 40 pounds and that she's kind of homebound and that she really didn't have any food at home. And, you know, as the conversation went on, I'm like, well, how about Meals on Wheels, that kind of thing? And she, for some reason or another, she could not get on the list for Meals on Wheels, or maybe there was a long waiting list. So, I mean, the fact that she was 90 years old, she had just lost 40 pounds, she was saying that she wasn't even hungry anymore. So I'm like thinking, like, these are kind of signs that she might be starving. So, of course, she was in Maryland, so there was, like, nothing I could do for her, really, to get to Maryland to help her out. So I ended up calling up the agent, you know, BJ Mathias. I called them up and I said, you know, you have an insured here who's 90 years old, and it sounds like she's in a bit of a trouble, you know. So actually what it ended up happening is they actually got together at the agency, got some groceries together. They stopped by and visited her, and you know, I really felt good about that. And I think she also didn't have a Medicare supplement plan, which is also insurance. And, you know, I mentioned that maybe there's something that they can help her with there to help her get her prescriptions cheaper and things like that. So I felt good about that. So, you know, we really do relate to the customer, and we do care about them too.
That's very important. And with that caveat of a good transition there, how do you actually put members first in a line of business, whether it be first time final?
Oh, yeah, first time final is very helpful. We've actually noticed that a lot of our phone calls, you know, when our members call in on a particular issue, just by adding things to the phone call, like, you know, at the end of the phone call, is there anything else I can help you with? we can address all their concerns without them having to call back 3 and 4 and 5 times. So first time final is really worked out well for us. It kind of limits the amount of phone calls on one particular issue. Plus, you kind of get your issue handled by one agent. It's not like they call back again and get another agent, call back again and get another one of us, and get all confusing. So the whole first time final has been actually very helpful to us and actually making the workflow work easier. And also it makes the customer feel like we care about them. Like, let's get you all settled and, taken care of. So it really works both ways. Good for us and our workflow, good for them. They feel good.
Okay. And one last question. What performance values do you think are most important in your line of work?
Well, performance values, and I think, didn't you give me a list of, the performance values, I think your list, because I looked it over and I was thinking, as an agent, one of the most important ones, I'm trying to find them right now. There they were. Oh, okay. So, we act accountably, we value coaching and feedback, we work as a team, we have fun, we sell nationwide in everything we do. Well, actually, since we're insurance agents, it's important that we act accountable. Number one, we've got to make sure everything's correct, ethical. So I think accountable is number one. But I really, working as a team and having fun, to work as a team, first of all, you have to have a sense of humor. Trust me. So, so they kind of go hand in hand, working as a team and having fun. So I think that those were ones that are, I would say, my top. Okay. Although all of them are really important and they all kind of go hand in hand. They kind of flow into each other. And of course, we sell nationwide in everything we do because we're salespeople, we're agents. Of course, we're going to do that.
Any nuggets of wisdom for
the
new processing class that's about to come out?
Yeah, the job is what you make of it. If you're going to be always resistant to everything that comes down the pike, you're not going to function well. So, but then again, also see what you can do to make things better. Because actually, I think one of the biggest thrusts in Nationwide is that they want us to be engaged and they want us to feel valued. So go ahead and share your important ideas and information and don't be negative and have a good time.
All right, that sounds good. Well, thanks for having me today.
Thank you.